The Planning Institute of Jamaica (PIOJ) estimates that the Jamaican economy grew by 3.4% for the October to December quarter. Now, that also indicates that some of the indicators have returned to pre-pandemic level. The details were pre-pandemic levels, that is. Now, the details were provided at its quarterly press briefing this morning. Here's Aisha Nation.
The growth during the period under review was led by the goods-producing industry, which grew by 4.3%. These include mining and quarrying, manufacturing, and agriculture and fisheries.
Real value added for the agriculture, forestry, and fishing industry was estimated to have grown by 5%. This improved performance reflected the positive impact of 1, an increase in domestic hectares reaped, up 5%. 2, increased demand, particularly from the tourism sector associated with its continued recovery. And 3, the continuation of measures implemented by the government to improve output in the industry. Growth was driven by higher output in all components of the industry, led by other agricultural crops and the traditional export crops.
Interestingly, the construction sector, which also falls under that category, declined by 4.7%.
Due to a contraction in the building construction component, which outweighed an estimated increase in the other construction component. This performance was reflected in a 12.3% real decline in the sales of construction-related inputs. The estimated contraction in the building construction component was mainly influenced by decreases of 8.4% in housing starts, 5% in the value of mortgages by the NHT, and 24.3% in the volume of mortgages dispersed by the NHT.
As for the services industry, it saw an estimated growth of 3%. Hotels and restaurants led that category with 24.3%. Dr. Henry attributes the growth during the quarter to, among other things, the global reopening of economies and the rise in business confidence. He explained that despite a decline in some areas, the economy is still expected to grow for the current quarter, which runs from January to March.
For the January to March 2023 quarter, the economy is expected to grow within the range of 3% to 5%. Growth will be led by the strong performances for hotels and restaurants and the mining and quarrying industries. For January 2023, preliminary airport arrivals grew by 63.8%, and alumina production increased by 125.7%.
The PIOJ director projects that if the economy continues to perform the way it has for this fiscal year, it would have fully recovered from pre-COVID levels. This would have surpassed previous projections of recovery for 2023-2024 fiscal year. Aisha Nation for TVJ News.